Sometimes it's not money that ends a business partnership. It's ego and power moves. This right here is one of those stories that shows you just how fragile business partnerships in hip-hop really are. When you mix money, power, and ego, one decision can flip everything upside down. Bleek opened up on the Rock Solid podcast about the phone call that pretty much ended Jay-Z and Dame Dash's business relationship. And it all centered around Cameron being named vice president of Rockefeller Records. Now, I'm not here to pick sides, but let's be real. That decision was bigger than just a title. It was a message about control, about leadership, about who was really calling the shots. The part that hit me is when Bleek said he personally called Jay-Z. He wasn't calling as a rapper or as Memphis Bleek. He was calling as a hustler trying to figure out what was going on. That tells you how much tension was in the air. You don't make a call like that unless you feel like something major is shifting in the business. And think about this. Bleek and Beanie Siegel had been there from the ground up. They had invested their careers, their loyalty, their sweat into Rockefeller Records. So when Cam got handed that president role, it didn't just feel like a business move. It felt like a shakeup in the loyalty structure. That's where emotions cross over into money and partnerships break down. What's interesting is Jay's reaction. Bleek said Jay was literally on a boat when he picked up that call. That says a lot. It shows how Jay had already started thinking on a bigger level, focusing on global business moves while the crew was still locked into the day-to-day. And when Bleek connected Jay and Dame on that call, that's when the cracks became too obvious to hide. To me, this whole moment is about more than just Rockefeller Records. It's about what happens when friendship, money, and business collide. Jay-Z and Dame Dash had built something historic together. But once titles and positions started getting shuffled, loyalty became a question mark. That's the part that always stands out in hip-hop history. The money is huge, but the egos are even bigger. At the end of the day, Bleek wasn't exposing gossip. He was telling you that one phone call can change the direction of an entire empire. And honestly, I think that's a lesson for anybody chasing success. Money can buy houses, cars, jewelry, and power. But when loyalty gets tested, the whole structure can collapse. So what do y'all think? Do you think naming Cameron vice president was a smart business move? Or was it a mistake that costed Rockefeller everything? And in business partnerships, what do you think matters more? Loyalty to the people who built it with you, or making the move you believe grows the company? Let me know y'all thoughts down below in the comment section, and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.